Hi everyone, it's Kieran here at Magical Traveller. Hope you're having a great day. I'm just going live. I just thought I would do an impromptu video about all the new exciting changes coming to Scarlet Lady as part of a dry dock for 2024. Now, if you don't know what a dry dock is, basically it's kind of a maritime law, a maritime rule that basically all cruise liners, regardless of their age, have to go in every 2 or 5 years to kind of be lifted out of the water, so they can have an inspection underneath. So obviously now Virgin Voyages have been sailing, even though technically since like 2022 they first started sailing with customers. Scarlet Lady did originally start sailing in 2020, so it is now obviously 5 years this next year. So she is due now time for her to kind of go in and have a dry dock where they can do a bit of an inspection, make sure all the engines and the hull and the underneath is working fine. And the exciting news is Virgin Voyages have decided to use that time to upgrade and update some of the venues on board Scarlet Lady as well. So we've got the first look and the first details of what those new spaces are going to look like and what's due to come. Now, I do have all the information on our website. So if you wanted to, you wanted to find these details and read through them yourself, and in case I forget to mention anything, some of the smaller details, then you can definitely check it out. If you head over to magical-traveller.com and then click on blog at the top, you can just see it there. It's the latest blog post we put out, and it has all the first details of the Scarlet Lady dry dock. What I'm going to do is talk about some of the bigger changes and what this means for kind of cruises moving forward. Now, the exciting news for us is Scarlet Lady is going into dry dock this November. She's then going to be doing a transatlantic repositioning from Europe back over to the Caribbean. She's going to be doing a Caribbean season, and then around about kind of the end of April, May time, she's coming back over on a transatlantic and is going to be sailing Europe. We've got some fantastic sailings. The key ones for us here in the UK, she's doing a sailing from Portsmouth, around about 10, 11 nights going up to Iceland, and then equally coming back down again. And then she is also going to be doing a 6-night sailing. I know the date because somebody booked this yesterday, but the 30th of August 2025, Scarlet Lady is doing a 6-night sailing from the UK, and she's doing a Bay of Biscay sailing. So that's going to be probably the best chance, if you didn't want to fly cruise at least anyway, to get on board this incredible ship next year and just see these updates in person. But let's have a little look and see what the key details are going to be. Now, these changes are kind of just more innovating and moving the Virgin Voyages concept forward. This isn't kind of rethinking the wheel or anything. This is just evolving what Virgin Voyages has to offer. So I did save, so you can just see now some of the new spaces that are going to be on board the ships. Now, the key one, and the one that I'm actually the most excited about, and it's the most, I wouldn't say boring, but it's like the least high profile on this list of changes that are coming to Scarlet Lady. But if you've been on the ship at the moment, they have the galley, which is the Virgin Voyages equivalent to the Buffy. That's what my husband calls it, the Buffy, the buffet. So you can kind of go up into the galley, and it's like a food court station, but there is a coffee shop just as you enter on the one side of it, called Grounds Club 2. That is going to get a reimagining and a rethinking. So they're making it more of its own dedicated venue rather than an extension of the galley. And you can see the artwork here. I'll just try and make that a little bit bigger so you can see it a bit better there. So it's got now this new kind of more relaxed lounge-esque environment. So during the daytime, it's going to have a bit of a facelift. So it's still very much going to be a coffee venue during the daytime. If you want to get spiked coffees, then you can totally do that. You can get, Phil likes to get him a coffee corretto, so you can kind of get your alcoholic spiked coffee. I'll bring my stuff back in so you can see me. Hi. But then the best thing is, as well, is in the evenings, this is also going to get transformed into an evening lounge space as well. And this is the bit that I'm most excited about, because it adds another evening venue on board Virgin Voyages, and it's away from all the others as well, which I'm actually weirdly excited about. So you're actually going to be able to go into the galley, into Grounds Club 2, as it's now going to be kind of rebranded. It's still called Grounds Club, but it's just kind of got this new lounge environment, but it's going to become a full service lounge in the evenings as well. So it'll be a nice quieter space to get away from kind of the busier lounge like on the rocks or the dock house, where usually there's live music performing in the evening. And if it's a cooler evening, which sometimes at the tail end of the seasons in kind of May and October, in Europe, it can be a bit colder in the evening. So the dock maybe isn't somewhere you want to be sat. It's going to be great to have this venue kind of a little bit further away from the busier kind of venues in the evenings, to kind of just get a cocktail, just relax and have a chat. Like, I'm very much that vibe some nights. I just want to kind of go sit somewhere quiet, chat with friends and have a few drinks type of thing. This is going to be a fantastic venue for that. Another really popular one as well, popular venue, and this has become one of my favorites, Razzle Dazzle on board Virgin Voyages, originally launched as a vegetarian forward restaurant. So it had a very vegetarian offering to its kind of eatery. And then what happened is it got a bit of a rethink last year, and it moved to kind of a bit of an American comfort concept. Now, Scarlet Lady is going to be the first ship in the fleet to introduce this new concept, where they're introducing Lucky Lotus by Razzle Dazzle. So this is again another rethinking, another kind of innovation of the kind of Virgin Voyages eatery concept. And Razzle Dazzle is going to become a Chinese eatery as well. So it's still Razzle Dazzle. It is called Lucky Lotus by Razzle Dazzle. So it's more of an evolution of Razzle Dazzle rather than Razzle Dazzle's going. But what they're doing is, as you can see here, if you've been on board the ship now, there's a new entrance way into it to kind of give it a bit of more of a funkier lighting in the evening time. During the daytime, as far as we know, it's still going to be the standard Razzle Dazzle brunch menu we know now. Obviously, innovations may happen and we may see some new items, but they have said the brunch menu is kind of staying the same. It's just the evening time it becomes Lucky Lotus by Razzle Dazzle. And the venue's getting a facelift as well. So this is kind of towards the back where the red bar is on board in Razzle Dazzle if you've been on board the ship. So this is a bar where you can technically go sit and have cocktails. Very few people know that it's there. So it's not a surprise that they're now going to repurpose that space to add more seating. And they're going for more kind of booth seating rather than kind of the long tables they have at the moment. So it's going to be a lot more kind of luxury, I guess, elevated rather than it is at the moment. Now, I love Razzle Dazzle. The food's probably my favorite now. But you can just see some of the details. And what I really like, and I'm not sure it comes across, but you've got that beautiful mosaic as well in the background. So you're going to have a nice sparkle to it. It's going to have a nice texture. You've got that kind of rich marble detailing and the intimate booth lighting as well. So I think this is going to become a really popular eatery on board. Razzle Dazzle is personally one of my favorites, but I think this is going to take it to the next level because I've been saying for a long time to have a kind of Chinese eatery on board Virgin Voyages would be incredible. So I can't wait to see kind of the Virgin Voyages spin on a Chinese eatery. But again, there you can see this is the main areas you walk in as well. So again, the structure's staying the same in the rough layout. You've still got kind of that big long booth seating along the back, but it's now broken up into smaller intimate tables as well. So it's a little bit more intimate for you and your party when you're traveling, rather than potentially on the current like long table system, you may be sat with other people, which isn't a problem, but it's just some people don't like that. So now there's more options to kind of get groups together and make friends and chat with people. Or if you're a couple and you want to kind of get one of the smaller couples tables, there's more chances to do that as well. But it still very much has that Razzle Dazzle kind of branding where it's all that kind of stripe patterns. It still very much is retaining what we all know and love about Razzle Dazzle, just giving it a bit more of an elevation. The other one as well, a big one, is the cabanas. Now, these are in addition. So there are currently cabanas on the side of the ship on deck 16. These are in addition. So they're adding now new VIP cabanas around the athletic club area. So this is technically Sun Club. It's the elevated area above the aquatic club, or above the main pool. And from what I can guesstimate from where this is, just looking at kind of, it's really sad that I know this, but from this pillar and from this area, this is kind of Sun Club Cafe / the smoking area on board the ship at the moment. So this is going to be kind of where these red seats, and in fact, actually, if I show you my desktop, this is exactly where they are now. So this is Scarlet Lady. So they have these kind of red booth seatings facing into the pool area. They're going to be going basically and becoming these new cabanas, basically these new VIP cabanas. No details about pricing, what's included, inclusions. I'm sure that's all going to come out once you start sailing for November on a transatlantic back to America. We'll have those first details then. But again, these are going to be a new way to kind of get friends together if you wanted to and share these cabanas, especially on those amazing sea days. And I'm sure they're going to have like a bar service. At the moment, they currently do include a bar tab. So when you hire a cabana, you do get a bar tab service at the moment. So I'm sure there'll be things like that included, but they are dubbed as being a level above the current cabanas on board, but they do have prime positions, so you are part of the main pool area. They're kind of the headlines that Virgin have shared with us. They have also given us a little bit of a teaser about some other things that are be coming. So they've talked about the casino is going to get a rethink and a redesign with some new slot machines coming and some new games coming as well. It's implied that possibly the smoking area could get a rethink. It could be made smaller, bigger. I don't know. They haven't said much, but they've just said that that casino area is going to get a bit of a rethink. And they're also adding as well couples treatment rooms as well to the Redemption Spa. I'm not a spa person. I go and use the thermal suite side of the Redemption Spa, but I've not been and had a treatment, so I don't know for, the ins and outs of how it works at the moment. But there are talks in the press release as well that there are going to be couples treatments rooms coming to the Redemption Spa. Just trying to rack my brain about if there was anything else coming. They talk and tease, as Virgin do, about other exciting delight moments coming. That was the one. I knew there was a big one. The other one as well, and this is a really big deal as well, is they're actually adding 24 brand new Seriously Sweet suites as well. So these are Rockstar suites. They're the kind of entry-level Rockstar suites, but there's going to be 24 of them, and they're actually going down on deck 11. Everyone was speculating they would be closer to Richard's rooftop, but they're actually going to be where Central Sea Terrace cabins are at the moment on deck 11, and they've kind of released the deck plan at the moment now, so you can kind of see them here. They are annoyingly, it's cut it off. So I need to look into that, why it's doing that. But they're going to be down here, basically. So they're converting 2 central sea terraces into 1 seriously suite. And they are going to be the same style seriously suites as well. So they're actually putting in new seriously suites on deck 11. So again, that's going to be great. There's going to be more chances to book into Rockstars, especially those kind of first entry level ones if you want to try Rockstar for the first time. But also for those of us who like to kind of do the level up, the bid process, you're going to have more chances to possibly as well level up and bid up to one of those Rockstar experiences to try that for the first time. So again, that's great news that there's more chances to try Rockstar as well. Trying to think now as well. Oh, the big one, and this one shocked me as well, is the Mermaid's actually going to get a glam up as well. Again, no details on what that's going to be. They've just said they're going to give her a refresh. So the famous Scarlet Lady on the side of the ship, she's going to get a repaint and she's going to get a new makeover, a new design that they said is more contemporary. I don't understand how you could be more contemporary than 5 years ago, but she is going to get a new design as well, in fitting with the new design for Scarlet Lady. And again, they've just talked about a few other things as well. So there's the mention about the couples treatment rooms and redemption spa. Lucky Lotus is obviously the new menu we've mentioned. And they've just teased that more stuff's to come. And it's typical Virgin. They are always looking to kind of improve the ships as well. So there's a few other things coming to the ship, which we can't wait to see when she sails in November. So guys, I hope that's a really helpful overview. If you are interested in booking Virgin Voyages, then definitely you can reach out to us anytime. I'd love to help you set sail with Virgin. You can find all our details on our website under magical-traveler.com. We do always have a Sailor Loop promotion as well. So if you do book a cruise with us with Virgin Voyages, we do give you either $50, $100 in generally in a Sea Terrace case, or $200 if you book a Rockstar suite with us. And you can also stack that with your own MMVVs if you've got them as well. So if you are interested in setting sail the Virgin way and possibly getting on the beautiful Scarlet Lady as well after she's come out of her dry dock, either in the Caribbean this winter or in Europe next summer, then definitely I would love to help you do that. We do actually have, and I'll just quickly show it on our website. Oh, I've just clicked the wrong button. If you scroll down, generally on the bottom of all our posts on Virgin Voyages, we do have a Virgin Voyages search tool. So it'll automatically default to the latest, so the next available cruise that's on sale at the moment. And it'll show you kind of a rough guide price on that cruise as well. But you can actually go through and customize that as well. So if you click on the Find a Cruise button, and then search, you can actually search by destination. So which region you want to sail, what ships. So you can change this. It does work with every cruise line. It's just defaults to Virgin Voyages on the Virgin Voyages pages. But you can search by a particular ship, by duration. So if you're only looking for a short cruise, or if you're looking to sail from a particular port. So for example, if you're looking to book from the UK, you can go and search by Portsmouth, and then click show results, and it'll then bring up all the cruises that Virgin Voyages have sailing from Portsmouth currently on sale. I'm not sure if 2026, oh, there you go, they've just updated it. So 2026 is also now available in the cruise search tool as well, if you want to find that and go search for any Virgin Voyages cruise, and then you can actually drop us a message then as well. So if you find the one you want to take advantage of our exclusive onboard, our Sailor Loot offer, sorry, just hit make an inquiry, fill out the form, and I'll come back to you straight away then as well, just to talk about the next steps, or if you've got any questions, you can find that as well. Another quick one while I'm plugging our website, we do as well have the Ultimate Guide to Virgin Voyages. A lot of time and effort has gone into this as well. So it's a really great resource. If you click on it, it'll take you through to this dedicated landing page where we have all of our most popular Virgin Voyages guides as well. And it's really comprehensive. So it's kind of what's included in your Virgin Voyages cruise, a guide to all the entertainment, how all the entertainment works, obviously a sales pitch because we are a travel agency, but which Virgin Voyages ship is the best, a guide to kind of understand the differences between them. That does need updating now that 26 is on sale. A guide to all the different cabins. If you're not sure whether or not you'd be happy in an inside cabin, or you want to maybe look at the Rockstar suites, we've got a guide there as well to all the different cabin types on board, as well as our video tours of all the cabins we've stayed in. We've stayed in inside, we've stayed in every sea terrace, so you've got video tours there as well. Plug Sucky guys, like honestly, if it's about Virgin Voyages, you need help finding it, this is going to be the best place to find it. So again, if you're looking for kind of tips on how to make the most out of your Virgin Voyages cruise, there's a whole page there. It's not linked. I need to update the homepage so it's a bit more obvious to find. But in general, if you go on any of our Virgin Voyages web pages, scroll to the very bottom, you'll find a link there to the Ultimate Virgin Voyages Guide. You can also Google as well. If you go on Google, this browser doesn't use Google, but if you Google Magical Traveler Ultimate Virgin Voyages Guide, it will also come up as well on Google. Other than that, guys, if you've got any questions, by all means, I'd love to chat to you. I'll put my email on the screen as well if you ever wanted to. You can always email me at kieran@magical-traveler.com. Hope that's been helpful to you. I hope you're looking forward to all the new changes coming to Scarlet Lady. I can't wait to get on board. I'm actually now looking and seeing what we can book next year to try those new venues, the new dining, especially that new Chinese eatery. I'm really excited for it. Other than that, guys, hope that's been enjoyable, and I'll see you on the next